Hello friends, welcome back to the DomainRacer. And today's topic is most important topic that we are going to cover. The topic name is how the web hosting company can affect your website SEO. Before moving further, we must have to know that SEO ranking in the Google first page, we need to consider over 200 ranking factors. If you complete all those ranking factors, then you can able to definitely rank on the first page. This is a simple definition of what actually the SEO is. In this video, we are not going to explain the things in a traditional way, because when we go on the internet, you will find a lot of things. So in this video, we have collected all those things and our data research team has did a lot of research and we combined together in such a way that you will get a very easy understanding about a web hosting that affects your SEO. But the question always comes, is really affect SEO? Answer is yes, only if you have ignored the factors. If you have ignored all the factors given in this video. So let's begin with the actual process. So before that, please like, share and subscribe this video so we will get a lot of energy to deliver similar content. The very first, we need to understand the ranking is totally depend on user experience and search intent. And when we talk about user experience, so that time the one concept always comes, that is website speed. So this is what our first point is. Here, when we talk about website speed, the very first comes in the mind, how much seconds it needs to be load your website. So you can able to consider, like, if your website loading within 3 seconds, then it is a very good score. And for that, there are two factors are mostly considered. First one is a web hosting company and second one is website design or development. If your website is not fully optimized in the form of web development, then you might not able to rank on the website. Even if you have a very good server, then also you cannot able to get the faster website only because of your website needs to be optimized very clean and very proper way. In that, the best practices will be optimize your images, reduce the file count, reduce the resources count like JS, CSS. So for that, we have separately created a video guide how to optimize your WordPress speed. So you can able to go and watch that video. The link is given in the description of this video. And in this video, we are specifically only talking about the web hosting, that the factors affect SEO. Okay, so in the web hosting speed, always has to choose a web hosting company that offers you other factors like SSD storage. So in this case, the new concept comes in the market, NVMe based SSD hosting. So that gives you a much faster deliverability, and on top of that, if your web hosting company offers you a light speed technology, then you will get a very good speed for your website. And in the DomainRacer, we are already offering NVMe based SSD hosting and light speed technology. So you will ultimately get a very best results. Before moving further to our next point, we must have to know that which web hosting or what are the types of web hosting. The types of web hostings are like web hosting in the case of shared hosting, VPS hosting and a dedicated server. So in this case, which one is best? It is totally depend on your budget and your requirement of your website. So let's consider it as a shared hosting. In this case, your website having a traffic of 20,000 or below. So in this case, you can able to easily go with a shared hosting. And when we talk about VPS, so that time you can able to consider like over 1 lakh traffic if you have, then you can able to go with a VPS hosting, and similarly, sky is the limit. So in that case, you can able to go with a dedicated server. The costing varies from the $2, $5, $100, $200, even if $5,000 a month. So it is totally depend on what actually your project need. It is a myth that if you have a more powerful server or you are spending a more money on the web hosting, then you will get a better ranking. Here the concept is very simple. If you need to rank on the Google first, you have to choose a decent web hosting company that offers you a light speed technology with a NVMe based SSD storage. In this case, DomainRacer is also offering this configuration. You can able to consider this, okay? Because here our goal is to just educate you in such a way that you can able to take a right decision for your website. so you will never face issues in the future. And this is what the exact reason the people should have to check their budget, and then they have to decide which web hosting or which type of web hosting they have to go with. Because if you wanted to rank on a Google, you have a traffic of 10,000 and you are purchasing a dedicated server, it is totally an unnecessary expansion or unnecessary spending on the server. So please make sure that while choosing a server, you have to choose the right hosting. So please make sure that do not overspend on the server to understand how much traffic a particular web hosting can handle. So in this case, you can able to go in the description of this video. So we have already created a separate video on this. So definitely you will get a lot of value out of it. Now the concept comes is a server location. Does server location affect your SEO? The answer is yes. This is what our second point is. In this, we must have to choose a right web hosting company. No, in this case, you have to choose a right web server location. So let's say I am from India and I wanted to rank my website in India. So in this case, I have to choose the server from India or Singapore, because these two servers are very near from the audience. So always make sure that while choosing any web hosting, you have to choose a right server location for your audience. But here the second concept comes. If your website is a global website, let's say you are running a blog in that educating people about XYZ factors. In this case, your audience do not have any geographical location. So in this case, they can be from USA, Canada, Singapore, India, or any other countries from the world. Here the concept comes CDN. If you do not know about CDN is a content delivery network that gives you a better power and your audience can able to get a better speed out of it. So this is what the simple definition. We are not going in the depth of this, but if you wanted to use the CDN, so you can able to use a Cloudflare CDN. Because if you use a Cloudflare with your hosting, suppose your location of your server is India and you are using Cloudflare. So in this case, what happens if user is from USA? So he will get the data or website. He can able to browse his website from USA itself. Why? Because CDN will deliver the data from nearby server, that is from USA. So this is what the advantage of CDN. So in this case, if you are targeting to the geographical location, so you have to choose a web hosting company in a very proper manner, because in this case you need to consider a server location. And in the another scenario, you can able to buy any country location, and on top of that you can able to add a CDN network, that is a Cloudflare. How to add a Cloudflare? Video is given in the description. You just go and watch. You can able to do very easily. In addition to this, one thing we have to share you. Here, the myth has been spread over the internet that server location really impact on your ranking. The answer is yes, but it is not that extent. So basically, if your server is not powerful, so let's say you are purchasing a web hosting from India and your server is not able to serve better. So in this case, server capacity is not good, but he is nearby your server, then also it is a big disadvantage. So always choose a good server. So how to choose a best web hosting company, or how to avoid by choosing a fraud web hosting company, you can able to watch a video guide already given in the description, because this is what the thing is we would like to share you, and here what this video is all about. Because here we wanted to educate you in such a way that so you will get a lot of information, so in the future you do not have to worry about the hosting or server part about a ranking or SEO factors. So please watch that video so you will get a clear understanding. For your understanding, let me share you some points. Each web hosting should offer you SSD storage, light speed technology, and 5 layer of security, malware protection, virus scanner, DDoS protection, WAF level of security, and the most important SSL certificate. And this is what our third point is. Security of your website is also the one of the most factor that SEO ranking considered. When we talk about the security, the concept comes is SSL certificate. If your website is HTTPS based, so that time you might get a better ranking in the Google. Why? In the 2014, Google itself says that SSL certificate or HTTP based website are now the ranking factors. And immediately after 4 years, in July 2018, the Google Chrome, the version number 68, officially released an update. In that update, if your website is not SSL secure, it will directly show on your website it is not secured. And as per the Google Chrome data, over 70% of users are actually using HTTP based website. And in the today's world, you can able to say that SSL certificate is not necessity, it is a norm. Up till now we had completed 3 points, and the next one is not about web hosting, it is about the domain. So in this case you have to choose the right TLD, or you can say a top level domain, or you can able to say that domain extension. So in this case, if you are choosing any domain, so let's say .com, .in, .us, .org, so you have to choose very carefully. So in this case, how do you choose that particular domain? We had already given the video in the description, as well as in that video we have covered almost 11 different factors how to choose a best domain name for your business. So you will never have to worry about the choosing a brandable domain or TLD based domain .in, .org. It is totally depend on your business requirement. So everything has been covered in this particular video. So please watch that video so you will get understanding about which TLD or which domain you should have to buy. So let's move to the next point about a server uptime. As it names server uptime, so you can able to easily guess that your website should be live 24/7. So in this case, you have to choose the best web hosting company, so that offers you at least 99% or 98% uptime. Because when we talk about shared hosting, so that time 99% is also a good amount, is also a good number. But the most of company claim that they offer you 99.9%. Yes, they can able to offer you, and they are offering that similar like DomainRacer, they are giving you 99.9% uptime guarantee. And here is a fact. And when we talk about the fact, the mostly we have seen that almost 70 to 80% cases the website goes down because of on-site or development or a coding level issues. So please make sure that as a website developer, please monitor your website in such a way that if anything goes wrong in your code or anything goes wrong with your design, so immediately fix that, because this is not a part of web hosting. The web hosting companies will try to offer you 99.9% uptime. And the most of cases, if you are choosing the bad web hosting or newly built or new companies, so that time you will not get results. So please always choose the reputed company. So like DomainRacer, there are a lot of companies are available in the market. So in overall, we can able to suggest you only one thing. If you find any company which is similar to the DomainRacer, you can go with them. For now, we had completed almost all the factors. Still, if you need more information about any topic or any video guide, you can able to comment below. We are available 24/7, and definitely we will create upcoming videos on your request. For now, goodbye and thank you for watching this video.